Hello, hello! It's Nicholas again from Gandora Gaming. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to show you guys my update on my P.U.N.K Eldlich deck profile that I took to the Boca Raton Regionals, where I got 5-3, and where I just won to locals earlier this week, and I went 4-5. I think this deck is pretty great. Now, is it the most meta deck in the world? No. But I think if you want a fun version of Eldlich that doesn't play a lot of floodgates, and you want to really throw your opponents off guard, this is the deck to do it. So let's go on to the deck profile. This is the side deck. The first video I ever made was P.U.N.K Eldlich. I didn't show a side deck, so I might as well do it for me. And let's go on to the deck list. Alright, first things first, 2 Golden Lord. We all know what he does. He's the heart and soul of Eldlich. Basically, you can discard him and another spell and trap, send a card on your opponent's field to graveyard by targeting it. Also, you can resurrect it by sending one spell and trap you control to the graveyard, add him at the hand, or spend someone onto the field. He gains 3,500 attack. He is the boss monster and the only monster for Eldlich. He's a great guy, and yeah, he's a really great way to go for game and bait out some really good cards. Because if you want to bait out an Omni-Negate, sending him after him, like if you're going against a Baron, you send this after a Baron, he has to negate it, or he loses. So that's pretty good. Next are 3, what's it called? Ogre Dancer. This guy is amazing. Ogre Dancer basically says, hey, I search you, I'm a 1-card starter. I search you any level 5 or lower, or level 7 or lower P.U.N.K. As long as it's not level 8. And it's just amazing card. It's a dark. It's an 8, so you can make Synchro 11s with it. You can also make rank 8s, but we're not playing any rank 8s in this build. I do want to put in the number 99 and number 100 engine, but I cannot find them right now. So, oh no, it's number 97 and then number 100. Those cards are really strong, but for now, it's just a starter. It's a great starter. You just send in the grave, add a P.U.N.K. Amazing card. Next, Foxy-Tune. Foxy-Tune is probably one of the best P.U.N.Ks. You discard this card and another card, special summon a P.U.N.K from deck. Also, it's your light, so chaos attributes. Not to mention, it's level 8. Great card. And also the level 8s all have the effect to contribute a P.U.N.K, special summon themselves onto the field, which is awesome. So great cards overall. Both of them are just 1-card starters, so that's pretty nice. Finally, we have our new Deer Note. I'm not sure if this is in the first deck profile I did. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure Dimension Force already came out when I started YouTube. But Deer Note's amazing. Basically, it's a level 5 extension. It's a brick if you draw into it sometimes, unless you draw a handful of P.U.N.Ks, in which case it's no longer a brick. But basically what you do is, it's your level 5 to help you make Synchro 8s on your turn, which is nice. For a while, this deck couldn't really make Synchro 8s unless it was turn 2. But now we have an easy turn 1 Synchro 8s, because this guy's amazing. And when he's sent to graveyard as material, you get to reborn a P.U.N.K, level 8, 3, doesn't matter, as long as it's not itself. So I was showing the combo, it's actually pretty sick, helps you make 11s. Also can help you make rank 8s, it's just a really strong card. It also has an effect that sometimes comes up where you have this card and another P.U.N.K in hand. You could send the other P.U.N.K to grave, or send her to grave, and special summon the other one from hand, which is cool. Next, we also play P.U.N.K, these 2. These 3 are the bricks of the deck. We only play 3 bricks in the deck. Technically 4, but we'll get into that one. But he basically allows you to fusion summon by paying 600. This one pays 600 at a trap card. That's all you need to know. They're level 3 tuners. Really strong cards overall, but they're bricks. Most people don't even play this one, but I always like, if you break their board, because this is actually a going second deck, searching the trap for turn 3 is amazing. If you didn't kill them, having this a straight up searchable imperm basically, it's just really nice. And yeah, finally for our monsters, we play 3 Zenmane. The whole reason why P.U.N.Ks are better right now, the whole reason why this deck's amazing, this thing, pay 600, search any P.U.N.K. It's stupid. It is literally a 1-card combo, and it makes Ogre Dancer and Foxy-Tune 1-card combo. So this card is really amazing. And yeah, let's go on to the spells and traps. And as you can see, Emergency Teleport is another 1-card star because of this deck, because they're all psychic tuners. Really, really amazing. And yeah, so first things first, we played 3 emergency teleport. This card is amazing. It's literally, like I said, a 1-card starter. It gets you into your P.U.N.K Zinman, and Zinman gets you into Foxy-Tune, which gets you into Sharamon, the trap guy, and this is the fusion guy, and it's just full combo. Another card, which I don't see a lot of Eldlich players play, which I think is crazy. Curse Outland. This card is stupid. It's literally, if you're going second with this card, it's straight bait. It is the best bait card, because not only does it give you a disruption by searching out Golden Lord, you can just pitch it to then, you know, force out a negate. It's just an amazing card. It gives you so much advantage. I feel like every Eldlich deck should be playing this card. It is just amazing. And now we go on to our Boardbreakers. Like I said, this is a going second deck. You're probably thinking, why would a trap deck be going second? Well, the only traps you're playing is Imperms and like the P.U.N.K trap plus the Conquistador Sanguines and Hakeros. So we have a lot of space, and I kept losing the die roll. So I said, you know what, P.U.N.K's can OTK really easy. And Golden Lord is a 35 on summon, so we can really kill our opponent really easy. So I was like, you know what? We're putting Boardbreakers in. I'm hoping to lose the die roll. This is straight up, we are winning. We played 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler. We really want to kill our opponent, and 3 evenly match. So the reason why I'm playing so many Boardbreakers in this deck is because, one, I felt like if you played the trap version of this deck with my first list, I had a lot of traps. You saw the Scythe package, you saw the Dimensional Barriers main, I think, the Ice Dragon's Prisons, a whole bunch of really, really strong going first cards. The issue is that build going second had a tough time. They just had a couple of negates. You basically just lost immediately if you went second, because your P.U.N.Ks can only play through so much, and the Eldlich cards alone, without like the really strong floodgates, aren't enough in a going second format. So in a going first format. So they went second, they kind of hard lose. But now, because we're playing, I think 9 Boardbreakers, we're playing 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler, no more, 2 evenly matched. I would consider these as Boardbreakers too, because you could activate this, search him, discard it to send a card. So that's eruptions right there. So this deck can actually board break really amazing. Plus, no one expects it. You figure you're going against an Eldlich deck, you want to go second, make them go second so they just lose. But I want to go second, and it throws a lot of people off. Next, we play the 3 Golden Lands, Hakeros, and the Sanguines. So this is all essential. If you're playing Eldlich, you gotta play these guys. Basically, a level 5 that negates, doesn't negate it. It's a DD Crow. It banishes Graveyard. This is a quick effect pop, and then this summons Golden Lord from deck or grave. Really amazing cards. Also, they have the effects where you can banish them during the end phase or the turn they haven't activated their effects in the main field. This gets you this gets you that. These get you these, and then these search him or these, basically. And finally, 3 Imperm, and like I said, our guy. So technically, we have so many going second cards. It probably looks fucking. Why don't you just play a going second deck, right? Like if you just play a hard going second deck instead of playing P.U.N.K Eldlich of all things. Well, I really like P.U.N.K Eldlich. It's one of my favorite decks, and I honestly was going to play the going first version of it at the regional, but I had a bad string of bad luck the tournament beforehand. Also, I learned a ruling about my Psychic and Punisher, which I'll go into, that really hurts against Marajade. Basically what happens is that if Marajade blows up, because the effect resolves at the end phase, even though it activates during like the main phase or the battle phase whenever it dies, it still blows up Psychic and Punisher, which I think is the stupidest thing in the world. But hey, whatever. It's a resolve effect, so it's technically not activating, it's just resolving, which is annoying, even though it activates. But Anyway, second hand Punisher isn't the end all be all that I thought it was when going into the list. So ending on second hand Punisher plus 5 back row is so strong, but I feel like it's not enough. So many other decks are making so much stronger going first boards, and they're siding into going second. They're prepared. Like, I remember I would make a God board. I made 2 second hand Punishers, a 3 back row. I'm prepared. And then it just activated evenly match, and I just could not negate evenly match, so I just lost. And yeah, the decks right now are just, they can play so much going second stuff. I was like, why don't I just main deck it and hope that if I lose the die roll, I just full combo them? Because like I said, it's 1-card combos. We have 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 12 1-card combos. Yeah, this deck's nuts. So all it needs is 1 punk in hand. We're off to the races. We only play 3 bricks technically, which are the Dangerous Gamora, the what the hell are you called? There's Madam Spider, and the Fusion guy. Those are our 3. Oh, I guess 5 bricks if you count him. But he's a semi-brick. He's a semi-brick. You're a hard brick, and you're a hard brick. But other than that, this deck, like I said, can just full on take an opponent off guard. Now let's go on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, I think it needs a little bit of tweaking since I'm not playing the going first version, which this deck was built. The extra deck was built for going first, doing the whole Baron Scythe Lock package. So honestly, I might have to tweak it up, but for now, this is what I have. I have 2 second game Punishers. I still think making 2 is amazing. I still have the Amazing Dragon. This thing comes up so much. This helps you OTK like super easy. If you don't know what any of these cards does, when your life points are lower than your opponent's, if your life points are different, it gains attack equal to the difference. So even if your life points are higher than your opponent, it will still gain the difference. And it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects or activate effects while your life points are lower than your opponent's. Also, once a turn, you can pay 1,000 life points to target 1 monster you control and 1 card they control and banish them. He's amazing. He's your boss monster. He's helping you make this really good going first board, and he just swings at you for game. You want to get him so big that you just win. He's also an OTK piece. This card is amazing. Basically, it has 2 effects, but the one that matters is that when this card is synchro summoned, you get to bounce cards your opponent controls up to the number of tuners engraved. We play 3 tuners with different names that are psychic, so we can bounce 3, which is amazing. Also, he has the effect that he can reborn a punk from grave, which is awesome because again, if you want to climb even more and make both of them, you can make him first, bring back 1 as long as you have another piece on field, synchro again for this guy. So he's a really strong card. He helps you go for games. I think I went against a Drytron player and I Dark Rulered him, and I was able to bounce all his cards back to hand. And I just went for game with this guy. It's amazing. Now, here's the cards I will take out. So, Satellite Warrior is supposed to be Baron, because I was playing the Baron package where you play... I'll just get them out right now, actually. Let me just pull them out real quick. Yeah, I was playing her, and Needle Fiber. The idea is that you pop Scythe, summon this, pop Scythe, quick synchro into him. I didn't have Baron, and I still don't have Baron, so this is why I do that. But I took that whole engine out. I don't even side deck Scythe anymore. So these 3 are looking for a new place, a new home. For now, they're here. I forgot to mention this because when I was recording. But basically, you still do this combo. You can still, because the what's it called? The Eldlich cards are level 5. You can still make Crystal and Haka Fibrax. Use an Eldlich trap to hurt your opponent. And then make Wonder Magician by tagging out. Pop a card their field, and then synchro with these 2, with the level 5 plus him, make him for more pops. We can technically still do that, but since we're going second most of the time, it never really comes up. I don't think I've done it once yet. So if anything, I'll take these 3 out, and that's my opinion on those 3. Let's go on to the last synchros. We still play Chaos Ruler because this card is amazing. It's the best synchro we have besides these 3. The synchros we always make are him, him, and him. We go to these 3 all the freaking time. They're amazing. Milling 5 is stupid. The fact that he comes back as an 8, I banish Blighter, Dark is stupid. He's just a really strong card. Probably one of the strongest synchros that's ever been printed. And finally, our last two of the synchros. We play one Berserker Tangy. This guy comes up sometimes. He's just basically anytime a monster activates effect, you can banish it. Quick effect. Also, when he destroys a monster by battle, he gains attack equal to its life, equal to its attack, and then it can attack another monster again, which is really nice. And then finally, Crimson Blighter. Crimson Blighter shuts off the best 3 decks in the format. To me, the best 4 decks, really. It turns off the Furions, it turns off the, what's it called, Flunders, it turns off Sword Soul, and it turns off Despia. If you summon out Crimson Blighter, and Crimson Blighter kills a monster, they cannot summon anything for the rest of their turn. They're just locked for a turn, and you just keep locking them. This card ends games so much. Crimson Blighter is the most underrated card. It has so many things that make level 7 or level 5 or higher monsters. You go against Despia, all their futures are level 5 or higher. All their big monsters are level 5 or higher. What are you going to do? Summon out Albaz Pass? You go against Flundery. Okay, cool. You can't summon out Impan. You can't summon out all your tribute monsters because they're higher. They're level 5 or higher. So how are you going to do anything? You can't summon anything on your turn, so you have to wait. And if you already activate your trap, because this is going second deck and I board wiped you, then what are you doing? You're not doing anything. You're just losing. And finally, again, Sword Soul, they're all synchros, level 8 or higher. They're not doing anything. Furions, they're high level 2. Punk Furions especially. And yeah, this guy is the most underrated synchro. This is the best synchro. This was the most underrated synchro. This card is stupid. I win so many duels off Crimson Blighter. It's ridiculous. Finally, we go on to our fusions. We play one fusion. It's the Fish. Fish is great, but he's also the handicap of the deck. I wish he was a quick effect. The fact that he isn't sucks. But hey, what can you do? Basically, he just triggers himself, puts something 2 from deck. He's a full combo. He triggers himself to basically give you the materials for him. I'll show you in the combo. Then we finally play one Constellar Pleiades. We make rank 5. It's pretty easy. Downer Magician for Zeus. 2 level 3s haven't changed. And finally Zeus, which strangely enough isn't here for some reason. Where is my Zeus? Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I found Zeus. I'm not sure where he was, but I did find him, so that's interesting enough. Basically, Zeus is a board wipe. You summon off Constellar Pleiades. Any of these guys, you summon it off. You usually make Nightmare Phoenix attack directly, make Drowned Magician go into Zeus, or you make this guy go into Drowned Magician, make Zeus. It's just pretty easy, very simple extra deck. The only ones we ever really make are him, one of these 2, I guess you, because we just go into you, and then these 3 synchros, and these 3 synchros. So there's a lot of room in the extra deck to improve. And yeah, let's just go off to the side deck. For the side deck, I remember one of the comments of my first video was like, where's the side deck? And I'm like, okay, I'll show you it. Well, here they are. We play 3 Drawn Lockbird. Great against Drytron. It's great against Flunder. It just turns off your opponent's game. Once they add once, they can't add for the rest of the turn. Going against Drytron or Flunder, they just auto lose. 2 Twin Twisters for back row decks. Also Red Reboot. Funny enough, this comes up a lot. You're going to get the deck that plays a lot of traps like Salad, or you're going to get the deck like, of course, Eldlich, things of that nature. You just Red Reboot them. They can't activate any more traps the rest of the turn, and you just OTK them. Really strong card. If we're going first build, like funny enough, I side deck for going first. Because like I said, I'm so expecting to lose the die roll that I just was like, it's better if I just lose the die roll, go second, have a whole bunch of back row, a whole bunch of board wipes, then go first, make an average board, and then if I lose the die roll, have a whole bunch of dead cards in my hand. For example, Dimensional Barrier sucks going second. Great card, really great card, sucks going second. Stops synchro decks, it stops fusion decks. It's basically every deck that kills besides Sky Strikers, Salamangrates, Marincess, which if you count Marincess as a meta deck, I really don't. And I guess Flunderies. So really great card. Anti-spells, of course, great against any spell-based deck going against Sky Striker. They're just going to lose. Not to mention decks like, if you're going first and they're putting in board wipes, you anti-spell them, well, their Lightning Storms are dead now. So you just auto-win. And then finally, Solemn Brigade. Pay half your life points, it helps with the punks, because half your life points makes Segi's End Punisher bigger. Not to mention, you just negate anything. And that is it for side deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going on to test hand. Hey again, it's me, Nick. Alright, so this is supposed to be the combo tutorial, but I just realized I already did a combo tutorial for this deck in my first deck profile that I made like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the combo hasn't changed at all. So instead of just showing you the same combo again, I'm going to just tell you, hey, go check out that deck profile, because it does the same combos. And you can see my going first build versus my going second build. And let me just show you some test hands to show you that going second is actually a very viable strategy. So let me just cut this real quick. I did shuffle it, so I did a lot of shuffling. So let's see what we get. Going second, remember that. So Boardbreaker, double Boardbreaker, starter, that's a 1-card starter. Doesn't matter what we draw now. A brick, 3 Boardbreakers, and our final card for hand. You think this hand's bad, but it's stupid actually. We have 3 Boardbreakers, and yes, we did draw the brick, which is this guy. We have full combo anyway. These 2 is full combo. Well, just this card by itself is full combo, but this gets our Eldlich activated. So, yeah, this hand's stupid. Let me just show you another test hand. Test hand number 2. Let's see what we get. We got the brick again. I just shuffled it and I drew it again. A starter. So we have a 1-card starter. 2-card starter. A Dark Ruler. Imperm. And a horse. So this hand's a lot. It's basically the same thing. We have a Boardbreaker and Imperm. And then we have double emergency teleport. Okay, alright, let's just see if I hard shuffle. I'm going to hard shuffle this thing, because I just showed you this the guy, and I just drew him again. So let me shuffle this thing up better than this. Alright? You know what? That's good enough, right? Let's see what we get. A starter. Let's flip it around. A Boardbreaker. A brick. A Boardbreaker. A starter. And a Eldlich trap. So this hand's a lot worse, but we still have a Lightning Storm, which is stupid. If you go against a deck like what's the deck's called? Sword Soul. They have to negate this, so they just lose. If they don't make a Baron, you just auto win against Sword Soul with this card. This is also another Boardbreaker. We can discard the Sanguine Destroyer card, and then we have full combo with him. So this hand isn't bad at all, even though we drew technically a brick, because you want to do the combo, you want to search him. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the deck list. I hope you can see these hands are stupid, and I love this deck. It might not be the greatest deck, but it's definitely one of the most fun decks. So if you want